Chapter 42. Today, at Decapit. The freedom of Lady Morana is at hand. Theophilus, the Zequinian spokesman in Amaland, has declared so yesterday at the royal palace in Nduma. Domagan's house is now the operating office of the Water Army. The turtle told newsmen that the Lady of Peace would be freed as soon as the well-guarded Decapit is captured. Zequinian soldiers have come all the way. They are still moving along the old course of war. From Nduma, they crossed the rocky mountain ranges of Jata. They arrived into Hippogi Plain where the war had started. The broad plain has been resettled over the years. From the worst of battered state it was left. Time has healed the wounds of earth. Bones and skulls still lay. Some are half buried among decays in the soil. Rustic arrowheads, helmets, and broken swords are everywhere. It brings memories to veterans and reminds many of particular spots. Newer soldiers are told about battles that had taken place in the plain. Semperemo River flows again as if it has forgotten all troubles of the past. It refreshes its bowl and banks with the waters of the rainy seasons. Zequinians have also gone through Orgapes, crossing the Apala. Main forces moved further, taking cities and villages into the peninsula. More cities are being taken as they head for G Bridge as fast as possible. Sadowin has been hooting, telling all the villagers about coming danger. Brigadier Ratan, commander in charge of the Amaland prisons, is afraid. He had stood on Gibeon rocks and seen the approaching water army. Zequinian soldiers are massing all around Decapit. The tiger had sent out urgent messages. Matthias, a dog, was sent to ask for reinforcement. But more weapons have not come yet from G Bridge. The dog, running the discreet message through a bush path, did not take precautions and stumbled into an enemy battalion. Matthias was arrested by the invaders and bribed with meal of porridge. The dog is showing enemies the bush paths around the Decapit prison. Brigadier Ratan had planned to put up resistance against the Zequinians, while waiting for reinforcement and provisions, but he doesn't know how far the enemies have gone. Ratan is rather shocked to see Matthias guiding the aliens. The renegade dog is in front of the enemy forces closely arriving. Watermen are advancing upwards from the valleys around the prison. The sun is on high noon. The sky is cloudless and blue. Cool breeze blows over the warm day. The water army has reached in front of the prison, but the landmen have all gone inside and closed it. The insiders are expecting to hear enemy guns soon, but the invaders want a peaceful freedom of Lady Morana. A big gathering is building. Weavers, ostriches, Benatus, Sadowin, Air Marshal Frederick the Arisian army chief and crowds have all come. Morana's brother, sister's daughters, son, and grandchildren are around. A big celebration is already being arranged in Air Garden. There will be state reception with entertainments. News of her liberation has gone international. Domagan is no more alive. The dead king has no power. He nowhere to delay Morana's freedom at last. Erechian government has declared a public holiday for all. Air Garden City and Arigapetum Stadium are full and waiting. Invaders are at Decapit Gate, and Matthias is told to speak. He has to tell the insiders to surrender peacefully. Ratan peeps through the window of outer chamber. He observes Matthias in rapport with the water invaders. The dog has changed loyalty and now against his own army and country. He wears enemy cloth, eats their food, and even smokes their cigarette. Zequinians have also promised to appoint Matthias as an administrator. He will become the taskmaster over fellow land citizens, and he will be serving the interests of the conquerors. Matthias comes closer and leans on the gate of the cave. He begins saying, "Surrender, surrender, everybody must surrender. Let Morana and all the other prisoners of the war be set free now. For Amalands went through north and conquered Zequinia, but Zequinians came from south and conquered Amaland. If we never went to them, they would never come to us. Conquerors conquered conquerors." The listening insiders heard his words. They can also hear the huge noise outside there, but they are afraid and are talking among themselves. They are discussing how best to make a safe surrender to the invaders. They have seen that the force against them is far more than own power. It is useless to resist a superior power while there is a chance of peace. They need Morana to make a plea. Rattan comes to Morana. She has been sleeping unaware. She wakes and finds her captors bowing to her. They are talking of forgiveness, mercy, and favor. She can't understand fully yet what they are asking for. She hears the noise outside and curiously asks to know better. A voice is saying, "Surrender, surrender, surrender." Rattan begins to explain, saying, "Landmen have conquered Zakinia, but watermen have also conquered Amaland. Zakinian soldiers are surrounding the whole of Decapit. Our own lives have all fallen into the enemy's hands. They are asking for your freedom. We want you to plead for us." Before the eyes of the world, the gate of Decapit opens totally wide. Morana and all other prisoners walk out smiling. Great cheer breaks forth, rising very high into high heavens. Crowds rush in mass toward them, embracing with tears of happiness. Morana is carried high and she is being touched by crowding hands. All is going for the big state receptions at home.